And a very pleasant good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to another edition of Henley Hornets basketball on mybasin.com. Tonight, the Hornets find themselves back inside the Hornets' nest after a few weeks on the road. Tonight, facing the CALDERA Wolfpack at home. Good evening, everybody. My name is Josh Eldridge. So glad that you're with us for our broadcast tonight. Henley returning home after about 2 weeks on the road. They're at a 500 record, 3-3 overall this season. The new 5A school up in Bend, the CALDERA Wolfpack, in their inaugural varsity season, are 1-5 on the year. Head coach Ryan Cruz having a lot of expectations for this team. We'll talk a little bit about CALDERA and the expansion into, high school athletics for the Wolfpack. Meantime, the Hornets, they are already been bitten by the injury bug tonight, already losing a starting player. How will they step up? We'll find out as we move through the broadcast tonight. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll take an early look at the Skyline Conference standings before league play starts next month. We'll also take a look at the Intermountain Conference in which CALDERA plays, and that conference up in the Bend area. We'll tell you what's going on with those schools in just a minute, as well as we continue your coverage of Hornets basketball tonight at home against CALDERA on mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not court. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you back to Henley High School, the site of tonight's basketball matchup between the Henley Hornets and the CALDERA Wolfpack. Tonight, Henley entering play 3-3 overall. Last time we saw the Hornets play, it was a 60-53 loss to Redmond. That was back on December 7th. Since then, the Hornets have played 3 games. They beat Marist on the 9th. And they played Philomath and lost by 30, 71-41 against the Warriors before visiting Wairika, California, and coming away with an 18-point win. That was back on the 13th. So now after about a week off, they are here back at home against CALDERA, who has gotten off to a slow start this season. The new 5A school from up in Bend opened their season with a win, a 50-39 W over Madras on the road before turning around and losing 86-37 to Nelson. And the results subsequently have not been much better. In fact, CALDERA playing last night at home against 6A Sandy, losing by nearly 20 points, 75-57. So this new school in their inaugural season for varsity sports, still finding their footing. If you visit their OSAA page, you'll find that while they did have sports last year, they actually didn't have any varsity sports because, well, they just didn't have enough juniors and seniors playing sports. Well, now it looks like only juniors and sophomores, a handful of freshmen on these rosters, just one freshman on tonight's varsity roster for Caldera, but a program that is still being built by head coach Ryan Cruz, who spent 7 years as the head coach at Summit High School, was coaching the Lady Storm, as it were, at Summit High School. So some experience building a successful program there. Hoping to kickstart something special here at Caldera as we take a look at the early season standings. We'll start with the Intermountain Conference from the Bend area. We've seen Redmond this year. As a matter of fact, they lead the conference 6-1 overall, followed by Mountain View, who's 5-0. Ridgeview is 3-1, and Summit is 3-2. By the way, we'll see Ridgeview once this season in January on the 3rd when the Hornets go up to the Bend area. After Ridgeview, again, the Summit Storm are 3-2, followed by the Bend Lava Bears. They're 2-4 overall, and then you've got the Wolfpack at 1-5. And again, we'll take a look now at the Skyline Conference standings this year. League play for the Skyline starts on January 13th, but plenty of teams got a handful of games in so far. How about the Phoenix Pirates leading the pack so far with a 6-2 overall record, followed by Hidden Valley at a 4-4 mark. These Henley Hornets find themselves at 3rd in the conference with a 3-3 record. Klamath Union is 1-2, and the Mazama Vikings are 1-4 to start the new season. We're going to take one more break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about what we expect to see from both of these teams. The Hornets, already bitten by the injury bug this season. They are down a starter for a couple of weeks. We'll tell you who, we'll tell you how, and then we'll look at Caldera coming up next as we continue your pregame coverage of Hornets basketball. iBasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of Ford tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Well, that means we are just a few minutes away from tip-off tonight inside the Hornets' nest. Again, my name is Josh Eldridge, along with me, Caitlin Rodriguez, running the live stream for you on mybasin.com. As we get ready to meet the starting lineup for the Caldera Wolfpack, starting at guard, the sophomore 5'10", Thomas Nishikawa. Number 11, the sophomore posting 6'4", Griffin Sanchez. Number 13, a junior 5'11", Rafi Aiello. Aiden Cruz, number 20, the sophomore, standing 6 foot, along with number 22, the junior, standing 6'2", Trace Brenner. The Wolfpack are coached by Ryan Cruz and Tom Nishikawa. Now the starting lineup for the Henley Hornets, starting at guard, number 4, Aiden Hayes. At the wing position is number 10, senior Owen Sheen. Number 12, Blaine Boersma, senior in the starting lineup, along with fellow senior number 14, Shaw Stork. And number 24, junior Luke Bennett. The Hornets are coached by Luke Hammond and Thomas Loney. Now you'll mention in the Hornets starting lineup without Marcus McCready tonight, and for the foreseeable future as well, a dislocated right knee, a non-contact injury over the week, and he is not in the lineup tonight for the Hornets, so a bit of a height disadvantage that Henley's going to have to overcome tonight. Again, they are playing a little bit small. It looks like Owen Sheen is going to take the opening tip up against 6'2", Trace Brenner. And again, the Wolfpack have got a bit of height. They've got 6'4", Griffin Sanchez in the game as well tonight. As the opening tip is collected by the Hornets, having it early was Blaine Boersma, kicking it near side to Luke Bennett. Stork in the post, zipping it inside to Boersma, and a quick 2-point bucket as Boersma strikes first underneath the Hornets' lead 2-0. Caldera trying to battle up against Henley's full court press that they're breaking out early. And as a matter of fact, Aiello is hassled as he walks up the floor, couldn't cross the half-court line in time, so it'll be a turnover for the Hornets. It's Boersma with it now. Dishing it over to Stork on the left wing. Kicks it to Bennett on the left corner. Inside to Sheen. A slick pass to Shaw Stork inside, who puts it up and in. And Stork scoring inside as the Hornets lead 4-0. And again, breaking out the press. The Caldera has to get behind. Aiello bobbles it, feeling the pressure from Sheen, but collects the basketball back in time. Now finally trying to get it up ahead, but Boersma swipes it away. Boersma now top of the key, kicking it near side to Hayes. Back to Boersma. Boersma tries to zip it over to Bennett, but it's knocked out of bounds by Nishikawa for Caldera tonight in their navy blue uniforms with the orange stripe down the side. The Hornets in their whole white uniforms with Henley written in cursive across the front. Inbound pass is bounced to Shaw Stork. He's going to try to go left with it. Tries to find Aiden Hayes. In fact, dumps it off to Owen Sheen on the left wing. Sheen trying to drive inside. Goes up with the left hand, and it's good as Owen Sheen building a 6-0 lead for the Hornets as he strikes with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Nishikawa trying to find a way up the floor, being hassled by the Hornets. Aiello kicks it way ahead to Cruz, who's now in that far corner. Cruz, a couple of steps in the line. Tries to find Nishikawa near side, but it sails right over the 5'10" sophomore guard and out of bounds. And Caldera is going to call an early timeout. They find themselves down 6-0 with 6.5 to go in the first. We'll step aside as well. You've got Hornets basketball tonight on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hornets find themselves up 6-0 with 6.5 to go in the first, and they'll also start with the basketball as Aiden Hayes bounces it ahead to Boersma, who crosses the timeline. Boersma with the left hand stops at the logo and kicks it near side to Hayes. Hayes zips it over to Stork, top of the key. Stork looking for the inside pass, gets it to Boersma on the left lane, goes up off the glass, and it's no good. The rebound skied for by Trace Brenner as he comes crashing down. Now Aiello has it for Caldera on that far side. With it now in the near corner is Cruz. Cruz thought about a three, kicks it back over to Brenner. Brenner now over to Aiello. Back to Cruz, near side wing. Nishikawa has it near corner. Kicks it over to Cruz for an open three. Clanks off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound is collected by Brenner. Kicked outside to Nishikawa near corner. Nishikawa now takes it top of the key. Ball finds its way over to Aiello in the far corner. Now back top of the key to Cruz. Nishikawa near side. Puts it on the deck. Tries to go up with the right hand, but misses, and Boersma collects the rebound. Boersma kicks it ahead to Stork. Near side to Bennett. Bennett puts it on the deck, drive it inside, loses the handle, and out of bounds. Possession goes to the Wolfpack. Nishikawa to inbound to Aiello. Aiello takes it across the timeline, guarded by Hayes. Tries to find Brenner. Now back to Nishikawa, kicks it over to Cruz along the right wing. Cruz in a double team has to back up, bounces it over to Sanchez. Now to Nishikawa, near corner three is good, and finally the Wolfpack find themselves on the board, split the lead in half. It's 6-3 Hornets after that triple from Nishikawa. All right, it's Stork with it now, hands it to Bennett. Bennett thought about going left, instead kicks it over to Sheen along the left wing. Sheen, dribble step to the left, off the left elbows, no good off the glass. Tried to bank it in. Nishikawa collects the rebound, kicks it ahead to Sanchez, who can't collect it. And Bennett comes away with the basketball as he brings it across the timeline for the Hornets. Inside to Sheen. Sheen puts it on the deck, going to work on the right lane and lays it up and in for two. 8-3 Henley. And 4 points tonight for Owen Sheen. 4.5 to go in the first. Brenner with it now, kicks it to Nishikawa. Cruz, near corner three, high arcing shot is no good, and Boersma collects the glass. Ahead to Stork. Stork right at the right elbow, now at the free throw line, maneuvers over to the left side of the floor. With it now is Hayes. Hayes trying to drive the left lane and gets knocked loose, and the defense picks it up. It's Aiello in transition. He tries to kick it out to Nishikawa for a transition three, and that banks off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound collected by Sheen. Sheen turns on the Jets, tries to pass it inside to Boersma, who goes hard to the rim and converts. 10-3 Hornets now, 3:56 to go in the first, and that's Boersma's second bucket tonight. Nishikawa trying to bounce it ahead to Brenner. Brenner kicks it over to Aiello. Aiello now in the double team, bounces it back over to Brenner, top of the key. Now it's Cruz. Cruz to Nishikawa, near corner. He's had a hot trigger tonight, but decides to hold up. Now back to Aiello on the right wing. Kicking it near side to Nishikawa in the corner. Still feeling the double team. The Hornets playing stout defense. Aiello takes a three. It's no good. Rebound collected by Sanchez. Now back to Benner. Aiello has it top of the key. Gets it inside to Benner. Puts it on the deck. Up off the glass is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession will go to Caldera. Substitutions coming in for the Hornets. It looks like TJ Chavez comes in along with Chris Janney. In for Stork and Hayes. No subs for Caldera. Same five on the floor for the Wolfpack. Inbound pass is going to go to Cruz in the near corner. Cruz rolls it back outside to Aiello. Aiello top of the key, back to Cruz. Cruz thought about the right wing three, now puts it on the deck. Top of the key over to Benner. Benner pump fakes, free throw line jumper is good. And that one will go in the books as two. 10-5 Hornets, 3:01 to go. Benner gets his first points of the night. Boersma with it now. Bringing it up for Henley. Kicks it to Bennett near wing. Now inside to Sheen. Sheen lofts it inside to Chavez. Chavez tries to go to work down low. Kicks it back outside to Boersma. Boersma charging the lane. Battles for the bucket and no whistle. The ball goes out of bounds. Possession Caldera. Boersma thought he got hacked, and he's not alone in that, but it'll be Caldera basketball. Nishikawa lofts it ahead to Cruz. Cruz puts it on the deck before pulling up. Now thinks about a three, takes an open three, and he bangs it in. And now it's 10-8. Henley leads after that triple from Aiden Cruz. Second triple of the night for Caldera. Luke Bennett has it now, dishes it into Boersma, going strong to the rim, and Boersma again fielding a bit of contact, but converting for two. 6 points tonight for the seniors. His team leads 12-8 over Caldera. Aiello now trying to battle through a double team and gets tripped up. That's going to be a penalty against Owen Sheen. It'll be his first and Henley's first. Checking into the game now for Caldera is Sebastian Fiave. Nishikawa kicking it near side to Aiello. With it now is Benner. Benner over to Fiave. Back to Benner. Benner fakes left, goes right, now at the left elbow. Spins around, tries to find an open player, finally finds Fiave. Now it's Benner, Aiello, as Caldera content to pass it around the perimeter. Feeling pressure, now it's Nishikawa along the right side. Steps back and dishes it over to Fiave. Fiave in that far corner, feeling pressure from Bennett. Brings it back, top of the key, now to Benner. Benner kicks it to Aiello, back to Nishikawa, who opts for a long three, clanks it off the iron, no good. And the rebound collected by Bennett. He kicks it to Boersma as Blaine crosses the timeline. Over to Bennett, left side, back to Boersma, top of the key, now to Sheen, near corner. Sheen puts it on the floor, tries to pass it out to Bennett, but gets tied up. He's called for a travel on the near side. And so it'll be a turnover, and possession goes to the Wolfpack as Shaw Stork checks in for Luke Bennett. And for Caldera, it looks like McCovey Williams checks in, along with Owen Collins. And so it'll be Williams to bring it up the floor for Caldera. Goes left against Owen Sheen, now kicks it over to Williams. Williams out to Nishikawa. Nishikawa takes the screen, but he's held up at the free throw line. Now to Williams, he tries to drive inside, passes it outside to Fiave, and Fiave trying to get it inside to Benner. Benner posting up Chavez, spins to his right, drives to the rim, and travels before he can get the shot up. And so no bucket, although it was a nice move, if it counted that time for Benner. Wipe it off the board, though. 12-8, under a minute to go now in the first, and the Hornets lead. All right, with it now is Janney. Janney at the free throw line, takes a step back, kicks it to Boersma in the far corner. Now to Stork, left wing. Stork trying to move it along the left side, kicks it out to Boersma, head fakes, drives down the middle. Boersma strong with the right hand, converts another bucket, and Blaine's got 8 points tonight. 26 seconds to go in the first, and the Hornets are up 14-8. With it now is Fiave. Fiave trying to go right with it, gets past Stork, goes strong with the right hand, and is in for two. First points of the night for Fiave. 10 seconds now, Owen Sheen on the other side. Quickly in transition, Owen Sheen with the bucket. Now Caldera trying quickly on the other side. 4 seconds to go. Benner from half court goes out of bounds. And the clock stops with 1.2. And the Hornets will have an opportunity to try to generate a quick shot.
Checking in for Caldera, number 25.
Quickly into Chavez. Chavez will shoot late, and after one, it's 16-10, and Henley leads. We'll be back with the second quarter next on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between. We keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Getting ready for the second quarter in a 16-10 ball game. The Hornets up on the Caldera Wolfpack. The five on the floor for Henley as we come into the second quarter. It's Owen Sheen, Aiden Hayes, Chris Janney, Shaw Stork, and Owen Harper. Caldera's Fiave with it now. Fiave tries to loft it to Cruz near side. Cruz thinks about a three, kicks it to Williams. Williams brings it top of the key, dishes it over to Williams. Williams handing it to Cruz. Cruz well beyond the three-point arc, top of the key, over to Williams. Williams thought about a long two, now kicks it to Cruz near corner. Cruz back to Williams. Williams fakes a three, dribbling inside, pump fakes again, feels the pressure and tosses it out of bounds. A good defensive possession for the Hornets as Owen Harper came in to cause some disruption. The new guy on the floor already leaving his mark on this ball game as the Hornets inbound it to Stork. Stork brings it up, crosses left, is going to hand it off to Aiden Hayes. Hayes hands it off to Janney. Janney now driving inside, loses a handle. It's picked away by Fiave. Fiave now operating in transition, kicks it ahead to Williams, and that's a 2-point bucket. Pardon me, that's Collins who scored the 2-point bucket for Caldera. It's now 16-12 with 7:06 to go in the second. Stork collects the loose ball, now trying to drive the right lane, has it picked away, and they're going to call Janney for the travel as he collected the loose ball and didn't put it on the deck before he made a move. And so 16-12 Hornets, 6:57 to go in the second. And bringing it up the floor now is Williams. Williams going to take the Norez screen, kicks it over to Collins, now near side to Cruz. Back to Collins. Now it's Williams. Williams trying to bring it around, top of the key. Kicks it over to Norez, and he lofts up a floater that's no good. It'll be collected by Aiden Hayes. Hayes kicks it ahead to Stork. Stork steps into an open three. That one rattles out, no good. And Norez collects the glass, the 6'1" junior. Getting some action tonight for Caldera. All right, kicking it ahead to Collins. Thinks about a three, clanks it off the front of the rim, no good. Now it's Stork. Stork lofts it to Janney, top of the key, thought about a three, trying to find it inside to Hayes. Hayes spins around, fadeaway jump shot, banks it in off the glass, and that was a great shot there by the junior Aiden Hayes, collecting his first 2 points of the night. The score 18-12 Henley with 5:56 to go in the second. With it now is Collins. Collins going left, kicks it out near side for a three to Williams. That one no good. The rebound's going to be collected by Harper, who will bring it up the floor. Kicks it ahead to Stork along the far side. Stork bouncing it into Sheen, lofting it to Janney, top of the key, now near side to Hayes. Hayes dribbling it inside, kicking it outside to Janney. Catch and shoot, three, good! 5:30 to go in the second, 21-12 in the Hornets lead. After that three-pointer from Janney, that's the first of the night for Henley. Near side to Cruz. He tries to fire three to answer back and does just that. That'll be the second three of the night for Aiden Cruz. He's got 6 points. Forward pass intended for Sheen, picked away by Caldera. With it now is Williams. Williams kicks it to Collins. Collins trying to go back outside to Cruz. Saves it from going over. A nice play there. Gets it to Norez inside, high off the glass. He takes some strong contact there from Sheen, and he will go to the line for two. The first free throws shot of the night for either team come with 4:58 to go in the second quarter. We'll remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab does more than install just tires and wheels. You can come on in for a free pre-trip safety check, and they're going to help make sure that everything is in working order at Les Schwab Tires. Couple subs coming in for the Hornets. Bennett and Boersma in for Sheen and Janney. Nishikawa back in the game for Caldera. And I believe that's the only substitution for the Wolfpack. Both free throws good for Norez. And Sanchez will check in for Norez. And so the Hornets got the basketball. Boersma bringing it up. Kicks it to Hayes. Back outside to Stork, near side. Now to Bennett, top of the key. Bennett driving right with it. Stops. And a jumper, and I believe that he was fouled on the floor before the shot. And yes, there was a foul before the shot. So the Hornets will inbound underneath their own bucket. You can see the small student section that's showed out tonight inside the Hornets nest along with their cheer team. Boersma's got the ball, top of the key, kicks it near side to Bennett. Bennett takes a step over to the side, tries to find Harper, but it's knocked away by Nishikawa. Boersma collects the loose ball, tries to bounce it inside to Harper, but I believe it goes off the leg of one of the Caldera players, so it'll remain Hornets basketball. Stork to inbound. He's going to try to get it inside quickly to Boersma, who goes up with the shot and gets fouled. And so Boersma, who's not shy of contact at all, finally gets a trip to the free throw line. And with this pause in the action, we'll remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. If you're looking for a great place to eat, head to one of Abby's Legendary Pizza locations for some of the best pizza in the Klamath Basin at 1919 Austin Street or 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Abby's Legendary Pizza is a proud supporter of high school sports. First free throw from Boersma, no good. Here comes the second. That one clanks as well, but Shaw Stork collects the rebound. Kicks it inside to Chavez. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Chavez trying to get the rebound. It's loose. Boersma gets it. He's trying to go strong to the rim. Flicks it up with his left hand, and that's no good. And I believe we're going to have a foul called underneath on Boersma. And that is a foul against Boersma. It's his first foul, third for Henley. Bringing it up the floor for Caldera was Fivier. Now it's Nishikawa. Nishikawa goes right with it. Tries to hand it over to Fiave. Now to Cruz, top of the key. Finds Nishikawa on the far side. Takes the Sanchez screen. Steps back. Now gets it back into Sanchez. A lot of contact down low. And I believe Sanchez was fouled on the floor. And Chavez is called for the foul. I believe he hooked Sanchez. So good call underneath there by the official. Now it's Cruz, top of the key. Head fakes a three, now trying to drive the left side. Kicks it back, top of the key to Nishikawa. He zips it over to Benner. Benner outside to Fiave for a long three. That one rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Sanchez. Zipped over to Nishikawa, who laces it. Big triple there for Nishikawa. Brings Caldera back within three. That's his second triple of the night. He's got 6 points. Now Shaw Stork along the left elbow. Kicks it outside to Bennett. Bennett inside to Chavez. Chavez operating on the left elbow. Kicks it outside to Bennett for a three. It's good. And the Hornets answer back with a triple of their own. And Henley calls a timeout. We'll take one, two. The score 24-20 with 3:20 to go in the second. You've got more Hornets basketball next on mybasin.com.
Rhymes with beats?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter tonight. The Henley Hornets ahead of the Caldera Wolfpack, 24-20. 5 on the floor for Henley as we come out of the break is going to be Stork, Chavez, Bennett, Boersma, and Hayes. As Nishikawa to bring it up the floor for Caldera. Going to kick it ahead to Fiave. Fiave over to Cruz. Cruz near side to Nishikawa, puts it on the deck, gets it to Benner. Benner shoots from about 17. That one rolls out, no good. Rebound collected by Aiden Hayes, who brings it up the floor. He gets it ahead to Boersma. Boersma inside to Chavez on the left elbow. Maneuvers around to the right elbow now, kicks it to Bennett. Now it's Stork on that far side. Stork trying to drive inside, has the ball knocked away by Nishikawa. Ball still loose, and possession as the ball rolls out of bounds will go to Caldera. Hornets relax on the press just a little bit as Nishikawa is going to be picked up by Hayes before half court. Now Nishikawa trying to turn on the Jets. Kicks it ahead now to Cruz. Near side three is no good. Rebound collected by Hayes. He's trying to push the pace. Hayes trying to split the middle and has the ball knocked away by Cruz. Now it's Nishikawa. He brings it across the timeline for the Wolfpack ahead to Cruz. Cruz over to Fiave, top of the key, guarded by Boersma. Fiave trying to get it to Sanchez on the right side, now in the far corner to Nishikawa. Nishikawa lofting it inside to Sanchez, who tries to go up, misses, collects the rebound, and is fouled on the putback. So Sanchez will go to the line for two. Hayes picks up his first foul, and we'll remind you that tonight's broadcast brought to you by Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union can help you reach your goals. First free throw from Sanchez is no good. and so he'll get a second opportunity here. That one finds the bottom of the net. It's 24-21 Henley with 2:07 to go in the second. Boersma with it now on the near side. Zips it over to Bennett on the far side. Now to Stork, top of the key, and a whistle on the near side, and I believe there was some tugging down low, and it's going to be a foul against Sanchez. That'll be the first personal foul for Griffin Sanchez, third foul for Caldera. As Boersma to inbound for the Hornets, lofts it high to Bennett at about half court. Bennett hands it to Stork, now near side to Hayes. Hayes gets it inside to Stork, goes high with some contact, and no foul called. The shot missed, and possession is going to go to the Wolfpack. And Stork thought he had himself a foul, but officials tonight have been pretty conservative with the whistle, although it's been consistent, which is really all you can ask for. Here we go, Nishikawa spins around, now goes right with it. He's going to kick it over to Cruz. Now near side to Fiave. Fiave puts it on the deck, stops from about 8 feet out, trying to find a perimeter player, but it's picked away by Hayes. One-on-one fast break. Aiden Hayes up with the shot, gets the hoop and the harm. Count the bucket and add another opportunity for one more for Aiden Hayes, going strong to the rim. Fourth team foul for Caldera there. Free throw from Hayes is no good, but the rebound collected by Stork. Henley, another opportunity. Out to Chavez. He shoots from 16. Back iron, no good, and the rebound's collected by Sanchez. So the score remains 26-21. A minute 15 to go in the second. Nishikawa kicks it outside to Cruz. Cruz back to Nishikawa. Nishikawa takes a screen, now top of the key. Feeling pressure by Stork. He offloads the ball to Cruz. Now it's to Benner down low. Benner spins to his right and has the ball knocked out of bounds by Hayes. A good defensive effort there by the junior.
Back on for the Hornets, number 22, Chris Ganny. Replacing TJ Chavez.
Inbound pass goes to Fiave. Tries a quick release and it's no good. The rebound's going to be collected by Stork. Stork now to Boersma near side. Boersma over to Bennett. Bennett trying to direct some traffic at the big half-court logo. Kicks it over to Bennett. Bennett to Stork, top of the key. He fires a three. High-arcing shot finds the bottom of the rim, and a triple for Shah Stork. Puts the lead 29-21. Stork's first triple tonight gives him 5 points for the evening. 25 seconds now left to go in the second. Cruz has it now for Caldera. He's going to try to find Fiave. Fiave back to Nishikawa. Nishikawa bringing it around at the half-court logo, trying to go right with it. Kicks it to the far corner to Fiave. Fiave now to Cruz. He steps into a long three. That's good, and he answers back with a triple. Now 6 seconds to go. Boersma pushing the pace. 4 seconds now. He's trying to go coast to coast, and it is a blocking foul down low against Fiave. And I believe they're going to give Boersma 2 shots. We'll see. And Boersma will not get shots. So 1.4 on the clock, and the Hornets will inbound underneath their own bucket, trying to get a quick shot. Stork lofts it high to Bennett, puts it on the deck, fires three before the buzzer, and it's no good. It was close. But we'll go to halftime with the score of 29-24. The Hornets up by 5. We'll be back with some halftime stats and a look around the state coming up as we continue your coverage of Hornets basketball tonight on mybase.com.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you back to Henley High School, the site of tonight's basketball matchup between the Hornets and the Caldera Wolfpack. After 16 minutes tonight, 29-24, and the Hornets lead. They're led in scoring by Blaine Boersma, who's got 8 points tonight, followed by Owen Sheen, who's notched 6. Shaw Stork's got 5 points tonight, followed by Aiden Hayes, who scored 4. Each Chris Janey and Luke Bennett have scored 3 tonight. That's how you get to 29 points for the Henley Hornets. Meantime, for Caldera, they are led in scoring by Aiden Cruz, who's got 9 points on 3 triples this evening. Thomas Nishikawa has got 6 points tonight, and a whole bunch of others have got 2. Owen Collins, Trace Benner, Sebastian Fiave, and Carter Norris each have 2 points. 1 point tonight on 1 made free throw for Griffin Sanchez. That's how the 24 points break down for Caldera 16 minutes into this ball game. The Hornets have done a great job of pushing the pace early. They're playing undersized tonight without Marcus McCready, who I had mentioned at the top of the broadcast, dislocated his right knee and is out for 4 to 6 weeks, according to head coach Luke Hammond. So as they're playing a little bit undersized, the Hornets have opted to shoot a couple more triples than we usually see. They've made 3 tonight. 1 for Shaw, 1 for Chris, and 1 for Luke. And they're also going to the rim with a lot of force. Blaine Boersma, 8 points, all in the paint tonight. And he's had some contact go his way, too, that he's battling through. So even though the Hornets might be a little bit undersized, you wouldn't be able to tell by the score sheet. And in fact, as they are holding Caldera's tallest player, 6'4", Griffin Sanchez, to just 1 point tonight, it's actually been the perimeter shooting of Caldera that's kept them in the game. As a matter of fact, they've made 4 triples tonight. 5 triples, 2 for Nishikawa and 3 for Aiden Cruz, who again has 9 points tonight. So there you have it. That's the breakdown of the first half. As we've seen it, we're going to take a break and we'll take a look around the state, followed by third quarter action next tonight on mybasin.com. At halftime, the Hornets lead the Wolfpack 29-24.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place and then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
And we are back at halftime tonight at Henley High School as the Hornets lead Caldera 29-24 at halftime. A couple of other games for Skyline Conference teams tonight. How about Hidden Valley picking up an 11-point loss earlier this afternoon to Staten at the Cottage Grove Holiday Tournament. The Mustangs fell 60-49 there. And then later on tonight, a 9 o'clock tip-off. Oh my goodness, at Cascade Christian High School. The Christmas Classic over in Medford. The Pelicans will take on Westside Christian, a 9 p.m. tip-off. Unfortunately, won't be able to keep you updated on that score as that is a very late tip-off. And then in about half an hour, Bonanza tips things up against Lakeview. That'll be a non-league home game for the Bonanza Antlers. And those are the only Klamath Basin teams really in action tonight. But tomorrow, we really look forward to some Hornets girls basketball as they'll be hosting the Lakeview Lady Honkers. We'll be on the call for that one right here on mybasin.com. And then after that, it is a pause for the holidays before we resume for the Skyline Sky-M crossover tournament that's actually going to be hosted here at Henley and over at KU as well. That's on January 6th and 7th. And then league play starts right after that on January 13th. So a busy few months ahead for the Hornets, who find themselves up by 5 right now over Caldera. 29-24. Third quarter is next on mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Getting ready for the third quarter of action tonight from Henley High School. A very pleasant good evening if you're just joining us. My name is Josh Eldridge. Along with me is Caitlin Rodriguez on the live stream for you tonight on mybasin.com. And the Henley Hornets find themselves up by 5, 29-24. Getting ready for the third quarter tonight. The Hornets 3-3 coming into tonight's game, trying to put themselves above 500 in their final game before a short Christmas break. They'll be back in action at home against Junction City on the 28th. The Hornets 5 on the floor as we get things started here in the third quarter. It's Owen Sheen, Blaine Boersma, Aiden Hayes, Shaw Stork, and Luke Bennett. For Caldera, it's going to be Rafi Aiello, Aiden Cruz, Trace Benner, Thomas Nishikawa, and Griffin Sanchez. The Hornets start with the basketball near side to Aiden Hayes. Hayes is going to hand it off to Bennett, coming around the world to the near side. Bennett now at the free throw line, takes a screen, now outside to Stork on the left side. Gets it inside to Sheen, and Sheen is going to be hit with a charge. And I think looks like there's a player down on the floor after Owen delivered some contact. Owen tried to go the post move with a hard right shoulder, spin around to his left side and go up with a jump shot, but it looked like it was not as clean as we had thought from up here. So we'll take a just brief pause in the action to get things sorted out on the floor. And we'll remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty. Little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home. And Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty's exclusive Beyond the Sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty today. Also, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. They've got the most understanding trainers you could ask for. They help you get motivated, and their workouts will make you feel accomplished all day long. Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness wants you to lose those reins and get your gains. Finally, tonight, the broadcast brought to you by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate at Klamath Falls Subaru. Stop by and say hi. And it looked like it might have been an ankle for the player that was injured underneath the bucket for Caldera. And so subbing into the game for the Wolfpack is going to be Sebastian Fiave. And the trainer for the Hornets, Mr. Jason Taylor from Elevate Physical Therapy, busy on the sideline. We'll try to wish the best we can for the Caldera player that's here. We'll give you updates if we can. All right, back into the action. The Wolfpack start with the basketball. Fiave has it on that far side. Feeling pressure from the Hornets double team. Bennett and Boersma all over him, and I believe timeout is going to be called by Caldera. We'll take a brief pause as well. 7:34 to go in the third, and the Hornets up by 5, 29-24 on mybasin.com.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
7.5 to go in the third quarter, 29-24 in the Hornets lead. It'll be Caldera basketball coming out of the break. Cruz kicks it to Aiello on the inbound pass. Aiello with it now on the near side, guarded by Aiden Hayes. Zipping it over to Cruz, thought about a three, getting it inside to Sanchez. The ball's loose. Sanchez falls over and travels in the process. It'll be a turnover for the Hornets. Smart play underneath there by Blaine Boersma to let Sanchez hit the deck and get called for the travel. Boersma bringing it up the floor. Guarded by Aiello, kicks it ahead to Stork on the far side. Stork zips it inside to Aiden Hayes, who goes strong to the glass and gets fouled. Collects the bucket and goes to the line for one more. Fiave picks up his third foul. Hayes' only free throw is good, 32-24. And the Hornets lead 7:09 to go in the third. Owen Sheen is going to pick up Aiello just about full court. Aiello hassled by Sheen. And Sheen picks the ball away. Aiello collects the loose ball. Kicking it over near side to Benner. Benner lofting it to Fiave. Fiave now to Cruz. Over top of the key to Aiello. He thought about a three. Trying to find Benner, now to Cruz, top of the key. Cruz back to Aiello. And to Sanchez now. Sanchez to Cruz. Catch and shoot three is good. And he was left all alone on the perimeter. Cruz has been lacing those triples all night. He's got 12 points on 4 made threes. It's 32-27 Henley. Owen Sheen with it at the free throw line. Now drives hard into the paint and goes up with the left hand. Sheen's got 2 more points tonight. Make it 8 for the evening. 34-27 Henley. 6:14 to go in the third. With it now is Fiave. Fiave to Sanchez in the left elbow. Kicks it over to Aiello. Now near corner 3 for Cruz is no good. Luke Bennett skies for the glass. He's pushing the pace for the Hornets. Trying to drive all the way inside, and a blocking foul as Aiello takes the contact down low, and he's whistled. So that'll be the third team foul for Caldera. First tonight for Aiello as Owen Collins checks in for Fiave. Now Boersma's got it now, top of the key. Boersma zipping it to Bennett near side. Thought about going left, goes right with it. Free throw line jumper hits off the front of the rim, no good. Griffin Sanchez collects the glass for Caldera. All right, now Collins bringing it, trying to go along the right side. Goes up through the contact, off the glass, no good. And Luke Bennett finds the rebound. Pushing the pace now to Sheen. Corner 3 for Sheen. Banks it off the side of the backboard. He collects the long rebound and bounces it out to Bennett. Bennett now at the half-court logo. Goes left, now right, top of the key, dishes it to Hayes. Hayes inside to Boersma, spins around to his right side and gets fouled. He is going to shoot 2 at the line. Boersma tonight is 0 for 2 at the penalty stripe, but he'll get 2 more opportunities here. We'll remind you in the pause in the action that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. You can refuel at the game or after the game at Mountain Mike's Pizza. You've earned a pizza made with 100% whole milk mozzarella and toppings piled so high that you'll need a mountain guide to reach the top. Mountain Mike's Pizza on Washburn near Walmart Shopping Center. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. Boersma misses the first free throw. His second opportunity is going to be good. 35-27. And the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like trying to decide where it's going exactly. It's going to be Henley basketball after the ball rolls out of bounds. So Boersma will inbound for the Hornets. Stork has it now on the left wing, kicks it to Sheen, goes strong to the rim, no good. Stork follows it up with the rebound and the putback. Henley now a 10-point lead as Stork's got 7 for the night. 37-27 as we cross the 5-minute mark to go in the third. With it now is Benner. Benner trying to drive on the left lane. Back to Cruz. Cruz now to Collins. Collins driving the right lane, and Boersma is going to foul him as he drives to the rim. Non-shooter, so Caldera will inbound.
Now charged to number 12, Wayne Boersma, his second team foul of the half.
And I believe we're going to have a timeout on the floor as well. 4:49 to go in the third, and the Hornets lead by 10, 37-27. More third quarter action next on My Basin.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Getting ready for more third quarter action tonight on mybasin.com. The score 37-27 and the Hornets lead. They've built themselves a nice little cushion here in the third frame. Shaw Stork, 7 points tonight. 9 points for Blaine Boersma, 8 for Owen Sheen, and 7 for Aiden Hayes. Those are your leaders tonight for the Hornets in no particular order. Meantime, Caldera has had a little bit of trouble scoring here in this third quarter. As a matter of fact, only 3 points for them. Came off a triple from Aiden Cruz. Otherwise, the well's been dry for the Wolfpack. They'll start with the basketball with 4:49 to go in the third. We'll see if they can get anything going. Still plenty of basketball left, and again, only a 10-point game. Cruz lofting it high to Aiello. He comes down with it, bounces it ahead to Sanchez, drives hard to the rim, up off the glass, no good, and the rebound is picked up by Stork. Stork trying to push the pace for the Hornets. Bouncing it inside to Hayes, and a whistle underneath. And we'll see what the call is here. It looks like it's going to go against Cruz. Fourth team foul for Caldera, second for Aiden Cruz. The inbound pass goes to Stork. Cruz disrupts the pass to Hayes, and saved by Cruz from going out of bounds. He tries to go to the rim, up and no good, and Stork gets the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, possession Hornets. And that was a great effort by Aiden Cruz, the sophomore standing 6 foot, trying to make things happen, get his team back into the game, and he leads his team in scoring as well. We mentioned 12 points. Boersma kicking it ahead to Hayes, a hard pass to Janney, inside to Bennett, pump fakes once, pump fakes twice, has the ball knocked away, collects the loose ball, and gets it in. A hard basket to get for Bennett underneath, but he converts 39-27, and the Hornets lead. 5 points tonight for Bennett. Aiello, pardon me, that was Fiave. Nope, that was Aiello with the bucket. 39-29, Hornets still lead. Loose ball underneath the Henley basket. Held ball, possession Caldera. And we've got a sub coming in for the Wolfpack. It's going to be McCovey Williams in for Rafi Aiello. And in for Henley is TJ Chavez for Aiden Hayes. Hornets got a little bit of height back on the floor with the 6'4" TJ Chavez. All right, Collins bringing it up for Caldera, trying to get past Bennett. Zipping it over to Benner. Benner pump fakes at the free throw line, kicks it back outside to Collins. Collins back to Benner. He gets a hard pass over to Williams. Williams to Collins, now far side to Benner. Benner trying to drive the left lane, takes the contact, high off the glass, won't go. And Stork, again, right there for the rebound. He's been collecting the glass all night for Henley. Stork, top of the key, going left with it, driving to the rim with the right hand, short, no good. And Sanchez collects the rebound. 3:15 to go in the third, and Henley leads by 10, 39-29. Nice move to the rim by Collins as he snuck underneath the defense for a 2-point bucket for Collins tonight. He's got 4 points. Now Luke Bennett on the other side trying to go up with it. Benner cleans it off the glass, and now there's a loose ball. It's going to be collected by Collins. Now ahead to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Cruz. Cruz now to Collins, top of the key. Kicks it over to Benner. Benner bouncing it over to Sanchez, top of the key, over to Collins, now to Cruz, far side. Cruz trying to drive the lane, spins around, bounces it outside to Sanchez. Thought about a three, now top of the key to Benner. Benner guarded by Stork, kicks it over to Williams, now to Collins. Tries to find Sanchez, who goes up with a shot, but is fouled. Shot doesn't go, he'll shoot 2 at the line. TJ Chavez picks up the foul. That'll be his second. And for Sanchez tonight, he is 1 for 2 at the line. His first free throw is no good. Aiden Hayes in for Luke Bennett. Second free throw from Sanchez is no good, so 0 for 2 trip there. The score remains 39-31. Henley leads. All right, now Janney with it on the far side. Janney at the free throw line, kicks it outside to Stork, top of the key, tries to find Hayes, and Hayes collects the loose ball. Hayes puts it on the deck along the right elbow, pump fakes, kicks it out to Chavez, top of the key. Chavez finds Boersma for a right wing three. It's no good. Boersma charges the glass, collects his rebound, and puts it back up and in. And Boersma working hard for his points tonight. He's got 11, and we'll take time. 41-31, a $1.58 to go in the third. You've got Hornets basketball tonight on MyBaseCom.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
In the third quarter, 41-31 the score, and the Hornets lead the Wolfpack. 1:58 to go in this third frame. The five on the floor for the Hornets, it's Hayes, Boersma, Janney, Stork, and Chavez. All right, Williams kicking it over to Collins. Collins, top of the key, guarded by Boersma. Nice bounce pass. He's going to find McCumber, who's checked into the game for Caldera. Pass to the near side, and about a 17-foot jumper for McCovey Williams is good. 41-33, and Henley still leads. That was Williams' first points of the night. Janney with it now, top of the key, trying to find Boersma down low. Ball is loose underneath the bucket, and a held ball. Possession goes to Henley. And Miles McCumber into the game for Caldera. He is the lone freshman on this roster, 6 foot tall, and he's going to be tasked, it looks like, with guarding Chris Janney. Sanchez checks out. Cruz checks in for Caldera. And Boersma to inbound for the Hornets. Lofts it high to Chavez, but it's picked away by Benner. Benner alone in the fast break, up off the glass, and it's good. Benner, 2 more points for him. He's got 6 tonight. Pardon me. No, he does have 6 tonight, as it's a 41-35 ball game, and Henley leads. Stork trying to drive inside. A floater's no good, but Benner collects the glass. And Collins will take it across the timeline for Caldera. He's met by Hayes. Hayes back over to Benner. Now near side to Cruz. Cruz over to McCumber. Far side to Collins. Collins trying to drive inside. Goes up with the shot. That one rattles out. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Possession to Caldera.
Checking in for Henley, number 40, Owen Harper.
Owen Harper into the game for Shaw Stork and the Hornets. Bounce pass into Williams. Zips it over to Collins. Collins back to McCumber, top of the key. Now far side to Cruz, who fires 3. Front iron no good. Rebound picked up by Janney. Pass goes over to Boersma. He's going to take it across the timeline for the Hornets. Boersma finding Hayes on the far side. Hayes zipping it over to Chavez, top of the key. Chavez puts it on the deck, driving the right side. Strong move to the bucket, and he converts. 2 points for TJ Chavez. Those are his first 2 of the night. Under 20 seconds now to go in the third. On the other side, a wide open 3 for Cruz, and he converts. Can't leave a kid like Aiden Cruz wide open like that. He'll hurt you. 43-38, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Boersma kicks it to Hayes. Hayes outside to Chavez. 5 seconds. Chavez fires 3, tries to bank it in. Harper tries for the putback. It won't go. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. 43-38, the Wolfpack closing the gap in the final seconds of the third quarter, making for a hopefully exciting fourth quarter, as we'll be back with more Hornets basketball on mybasin.com.
Not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
And we're getting ready for the fourth quarter tonight from Henley High School. The Hornets up by 5, 43-38 against Caldera. It's been mostly controlled by Henley so far, but Caldera made a nice push at the end of that third quarter to trim the lead to 5. At one point, the Hornets leading by 10. See what they can do here as Fiave bouncing it inside to Sanchez on the left block, outside to Collins. Collins trying to drive the right lane. Kicks it outside to Williams. Williams has it picked away by Boersma. Boersma ahead to Sheen. 2-on-1 fast break. Owen Strong to the rim and converts for 2. 10 points tonight for Sheen. 45-38 Henley. Near side to Cruz. Cruz takes a screen, thought about a 3, then kicks it over to Williams. Williams to Collins. Collins on the deck, loses a handle on it, collected by Sanchez, and Sanchez gets hacked on the shot. He will go to the line for 2. Sanchez tonight is just 1 for 3 from the penalty stripe. So he'll get a few more opportunities here. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate, Klamath Falls Subaru, stop by and say hi. Here's the second free throw coming up for Sanchez after he missed the first. Second one is good, and so it'll be 45-39. Henley lead. Owen Sheen's got it quickly now on the near side, trying to get it down low to Boersma, fighting for positioning, up off the glass, no good. Rebound collected by the Wolfpack. It's Collins bringing it up the floor for Caldera. Top of the key now, steps back, kicks it over to Williams. Williams bringing it around top of the key, trying to go against Boersma. Hands it off to Cruz, top of the key, now back to Williams. Williams over to Collins. From about 15 feet out. Now to Cruz. Cruz head fakes a long 3. Kicks it over to Williams. Williams now to Collins. He fakes a 3 as well. Collins takes the Sanchez screen. Now bounces it inside to Sanchez and a foul down low. And we'll see who this one is going against. It looks like it's going to go against Griffin Sanchez for trying to get positioning at the free throw line. So it'll be Hornets basketball as Luke Bennett checks in for Owen Harper.
Number 24, Luke Bennett. Number 14, Shaw Stork.
6.5 to go in the ball game. And Blaine Boersma brings it up the floor for the Hornets, kicks it ahead to Bennett. Bennett now to Stork, top of the key. Stork lofting it over to Bennett, trying to get it inside to Sheen. Goes up, but no bucket. Caldera collects the rebound. It's a 6-point ball game with 6:18 to go in the fourth. Collins with it now for the Wolfpack. Trying to drive right down Main Street, and Hayes wipes that one clean. A denied shot. Now the Hornets moving it up the floor. Boersma crosses left, goes right, strong to the rim. What a move by Blaine Boersma to collect 2 points. Timeout, Wolfpack will take one too. 47-39 and the Hornets lead with 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. You've got Hornets basketball tonight on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Did they confirm?
Fourth quarter action continues, 47-39, 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Hornets 5 on the floor, Boersma, Bennett, Sheen, Stork, and Hayes. As Henley and Coach Hammond have employed sort of a small ball look tonight with Marcus McCready out for a few weeks. It's a tough loss to lose your starting center this early in the season, but the Hornets lost their starting center early last season too and managed to win the conference. So this team knows how to face adversity right now. They find themselves up 8 with 5:53 to go in the fourth. Williams loses the ball dribbling the baseline, and I believe it's going to be a foul against Boersma, and it is. Boersma picks up his 4th foul, so he will head to the bench, ready for Chris Janney to come in. Boersma, again with 4 fouls. Likely to see him again in a few minutes, but taking a seat in the meantime. Cruz with it now, kicking it over to Collins. Collins takes the Sanchez screen, now back to Williams. Now to Collins. Collins trying to get it to Sanchez. It's picked away, kicked ahead to Stork. He gets it to Sheen, back to Stork. Beautiful passing down low, can't convert the bucket. But Stork is fouled, so he will go to the line for a pair. And Shaw Stork, one of the things he was looking to improve this season, as the rest of the team was as well, was free throw shooting. Remember last season, the season-ending game against Staten, they had a sub 40% free throw shooting night in a game that they only lost by a couple of points. And so free throw shooting was certainly an area of concern for the team. They've improved a little bit this season as Shaw Stork does go 0 for 2 from the line there. And Caldera with the rebound. It's going to be Williams with it. Williams now to Collins. Collins puts it on the deck, dishes it over to Cruz, who fires a long three. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Possession to Henley. Owen Sheen to inbound. And he will also bring it up the floor for the Hornets. Picked up by Cruz. Sheen handing it off to Bennett. Bennett fakes left, goes right with it, dishes it to Hayes, top of the key. Hayes trying to back down his defender, over to Sheen. Now to Stork on the left elbow. Stork delivers a screen for Bennett, who now tries to drive the lane, goes up with the shot, gets fouled, and makes the shot. Bennett with a pair and a chance at 3. His first free throw of the night coming up. Extends the lead to 10, trying to make it the biggest lead of the night at 11 for the Hornets. Here's the free throw from Bennett. It's good. 50-39, and the Hornets lead by their widest margin of the night. Here's Collins for Caldera. Tries to cross around Hayes. Tries to find Williams, and the ball goes out of bounds. Bit of miscommunication for the Wolfpack there. It'll be Henley basketball. Inbound pass to Stork. Stork fields a little bit of a double team and is going to hand it off to Bennett. Bennett is jumped, and Collins knocks it away. The pass is collected by Stork, who goes up with it. A little bit weak on the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. And possession will go to the Hornets. And I think Coach Hammond is a little bit hot on the far sideline, asking for some kind of foul. I mentioned earlier in the game that the officials tonight being a little bit conservative with the whistle, but they've been consistent with their calls. It's been a rough and tumble game all night. Janney on the near side kicks it to Sheen, top of the key. Sheen trying to drive inside, and a whistle. And I think that was Aid Cruz collecting the foul, and so maybe a few words from Coach Hammond has gotten our officials to change their whistle habits, or maybe that was just a clean-cut foul. Here's Sheen at the line. Shooting 1-1, and he makes the first. So he'll get a second chance. He's got 11 points tonight, trying to make it 12 and extend his team's lead. Second free throw, that one is also good. 52-39. And the Hornets lead, 4:15 to go in the final frame. Collins tries to fire a quick three, puts too much on it. Rebound goes out of bounds, possession Henley. And Boersma to check back into the game. He will come in for Janney. Collins subs out, and Fiave comes in for Caldera. Here we go, Boersma bringing it up the floor, kicks it to Stork. Stork over to Bennett. Bennett now trying to find a lane on the right side. High arcing shot and a nice floater there from Luke Bennett. Makes it a 15-point game. 54-39, 3:45 to go in the fourth. Pass goes over to Cruz. He thought about a three, now over to Williams. Inside to Sanchez, and Sanchez knocks it out of bounds. Possession goes to the Hornets again, and Caldera having trouble in the turnover department. That's 3 straight trips down the floor where the ball's gone out of bounds on an interior pass. Caldera now trying to break out the press, but Sheen maneuvering through it real nicely. Kicks it over to Stork. Stork moving against Sanchez. Now over to Sheen in the near side. Sheen now operating by the free throw line. A beautiful pass inside to Boersma. Slick feed and a conversion there. Henley on the other side, collecting 2 more points. And the score now 58-39. And Caldera calling time. Will take time as well. Henley has exploded here in the 4th quarter on their way to trying to seal up this ball game. They lead by 19 with under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. We've got more Henley basketball next. Basin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
58-39, and Henley has grown this lead in the 4th quarter. They lead now by 19. Before this run, their biggest lead of the night was 10. And so they have really put it together, and Caldera has also stumbled. They've turned the ball over 3 times in a row in the paint and trying for better fortunes here. And Sanchez has it now for the Wolfpack. Now it's Benner. Benner kicking it over to Fiave, who fires a quick 3. That one rattles out, no good. Stork gets the rebound. Ahead to Boersma. Henley still pushing the pace, up by 19. Stork driving hard to the rim, up with the left hand for Shaw. And now it's a 60-39 game. Shaw filling up the buckets. All right, Williams at the free throw line, turns around, gets it to Benner. Benner trying to find some room inside and will travel. Another turnover. That's 4 in the last 5 possessions for Caldera. And Owen Harper coming in, along with Chris Janney, in for Owen Sheen and Blaine Boersma. Bennett now racing up the floor. Feels pressure from Benner. And Bennett still with it. Bennett, underhand toss to Janney. Now Stork, top of the key. Stork lofting it over to Bennett. Near corner, now back inside to Stork. Stork trying to drive baseline, up at the right hand, no good. Owen Harper there for the putback. And Harper collecting his first 2 points of the night, 62-39. Under 2 minutes to go now in the 4th. Sanchez has got it, now over to Cruz. Catch and shoot 3 is good. That's a beautiful shot from Aiden Cruz. He has been humming tonight. That is 6 3-pointers for him. Bennett collects the loose ball. Stork has it now. Stork over to Harper. Harper passing it to Janney, top of the key. He kicks it over to Bennett. Bennett now to Stork, top of the key. 1:18 to go in the 4th. Trying to drive inside. A nice bounce pass to Harper. Harper feels the pressure, kicks it back outside to Hayes. And now to Bennett. Bennett back to Janney, top of the key, and the Hornets content to play the clock. As Stork drives inside, high off the glass, and a beautiful move to the rim by Shaw. Stork extends this lead even greater, 64-42. Quick 3 on the other side from Cruz, won't go. And Hayes will bring it up the floor slowly. Now he's putting on the turbo. He drives inside. It's a kick ball. Oh no, they're going to say that Williams fouled. And that will bring in a sub as Henley now enters the double bonus. It'll allow Aiden Hayes to shoot for 2. And I think they're trying to figure out the substitutions. It looks like Joe Janney getting ready to check in along with Max Tobiasen. Hayes' first free throw is good.
Now on for the Hornets, number 30, TJ Chavez, number 33, Joe Janney.
TJ Chavez comes in with Joe Janney, and it's going to be Max Tobiasen checking in for Hayes after this second free throw. It's up. It's no good. And so maybe we won't get to see Tobiasen. We'll see a quick three on the other side. Clanks off the rim, no good. And Chavez bringing it up the floor for the Hornets. Going to get it to Hayes. 28 seconds and counting left in the game. Janney with it now. Dishing it back over to Hayes. Hayes over to Janney. Janney bouncing it outside to Janney. Now to Chavez. Inside to Joe Janney. Goes to work. Loses the dribble. It's collected by Benner for Caldera. 9 seconds to go in the game. Benner moving up the floor, trying to charge in for the bucket. Kicks it outside to Cruz. He fires at the buzzer. It's no good. And the Hornets coming away as victors at home. 65-42 is the final score tonight. We'll be back with post-game coverage along with our player of the game next on mybasin.com. Leave it here. The Hornets win 65-42.
Comfortable and not grit. At Clownfall Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clownfall Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clownfall Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you back to mybasin.com. The final score tonight from Henley High School, the Hornets 65 defeating the Wolfpack 65-42. We're with our Mountain Mike's player of the game, Blaine Boersma, tonight. Blaine, one heck of a win for you guys tonight. What are you thinking about after coming off a win like this?
Yeah, it's good. We're just trying to find our who we are and getting our playing defense, and as long as we do that, we end up fine at the end of the game. So just playing defense, getting hard, getting after it. That's what seems to get us to get the win. So
you guys were without Marcus tonight and will be for the foreseeable future, kind of having to play small ball, but man, you took that role and you ran with it. You're playing physical. Talk about your mentality with Marcus out for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, we just all got to get more after it. We all have to get a couple more rebounds because he helps with that a lot. So all of us have to just play harder and go harder, and that'll just help us win in the end. So
you guys got a little bit of time off. You got the holidays coming up and then a few tournaments before heading into league play. Where do you feel like you guys are at? Do you feel like you're where you want to be this point in the season? You guys still feel like you have room to grow?
We still have plenty of room to grow. We're still, like I said, working out, trying to find who we are. Playing defense is what we're going to be, and without Marcus, we just got to find other ways to score, but we'll figure out how to do that. And then when we get him back, we'll be right back into it. So we'll be.
All right, man. I'll present you with this, our Mountain Mike's player of the game. Blaine, tonight you've earned a pizza made with 100% whole milk mozzarella, toppings piled so high that you'll need a mountain guide to reach the top. Mountain Mike's Pizza on Washburn near Walmart Shopping Center. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. What is your go-to pizza topping, Blaine?
I got to go Hawaiian.
Hawaiian, okay, the pineapple. All right. You won't get any hate from me, I promise. All right, I'll let you get back to your team and have a good one.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, there we go. Blaine Boersma, the Mountain Mike's player of the game tonight on mybasin.com. Henley coming away with a 65-42 win. We'll break down scores next on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So start here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of Ford tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
And we welcome you back to mybasin.com. Final score tonight from Henley High School. The Hornets defeating Caldera 65-42. We'll start with your leading scorers tonight for the losing Caldera Wolfpack. They were led in scoring by Aiden Cruz, who had 18 points tonight, all on triples. He was lighting it up from range tonight. After that, it was 6 points for Thomas Nishikawa, 4 for Owen Collins and Trace Benner, 2 for each Sebastian Fiave, McCovey Williams, Carter Norris, and Griffin Sanchez. That's how the scoring breaks down for Caldera. Meantime, for the Hornets, led in scoring tonight by our Mountain Mike's player of the game, Blaine Boersma, with 17 points, followed by 12 tonight for Owen Sheen, 9 for Shaw Stork. Aiden Hayes collecting 7 points tonight, as well as, pardon me for forgetting Luke Bennett, who scored 9 points tonight as well. 2 for TJ Chavez and Owen Harper. And I believe 2 more for Max Tobiasen as well. That's how the scoring breaks down tonight for the Henley Hornets, coming with a 65-42 victory. They improve to 4-3 on the season. Meantime, for Caldera, they fall to 1-6. Up next for Caldera is a short break for the holidays before they're back at it on the 28th against Forest Grove. And then they kick off Intermountain Conference play on the 9th on the 5th against Bend. Meantime, for the Hornets, they take the holidays off before returning home against Junction City on the 28th. They've got a couple of tournaments before starting league play on January 13th, and that's when we will pick coverage back up for the Hornets right on league play. They open things up against the Hidden Valley Mustangs. We will be back tomorrow night right here at Henley High School as the Lady Hornets take on the Lakeview Honkers right here at home. Keep your eyes open on mybasin.com. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook at 960 Sports to get updated game links and how to follow the broadcast. And the Lady Hornets and the Henley Hornets all season long. Once again, Henley coming with a 65-42 victory tonight at home over Caldera. Would like to thank a few of the folks that make tonight's broadcast possible. Of course, athletic director at Caldera, Dave Williams, for allowing us to cover his program, as well as their head coach, Ryan Cruz, for working with us before the broadcast. And, of course, Henley head coach and athletic director, Mr. Luke Hammond, for working with us before each and every game. Once again, the final score tonight, Henley 65, Caldera 42. For Caitlin Rodriguez, I'm Josh Eldridge saying good night from the Hornets' Nest.